Welcome to Shattered Ships, brought to you by Fandom Encounters. This is your DM Matt, guiding you on your pirate adventure through the seas of Corsair. Join our party, the Human Fey Wanderer Ranger Tesha Gwyn, played by Bobby, the Sea Elf Pirate Kensei Monk Trigger, played by Seth, and the Owlin Swords Bard, played by Alan, as they do their best to navigate this new world and find their place in it. In Corsair, where piracy is freedom, and freedom is dangerous. As we return to our pirates, they've gotten a short rest. And as you guys look out the windows here, you can see that okay, cool. The sun is starting to go down. We have maybe some time to prepare. To get in position to do a little more investigation before the sun fully goes down, and maybe an hour or so. So probably have a time to do a thorough investigation of something, or get in positions and ready yourselves for what's to come.
How long can you speak with animals for?
An hour. It's gone.
All right, never mind. Is there a pond?
Yeah, in the greenhouse area, there's a fountain. So a little pond, a mermaid skeleton statue kind of out there.
Are there any fish living in it?
I would say probably unlikely.
Okay.
If they were there, they may have just decomposed or...
Got it.
Was that a real mermaid skeleton?
Hard to say.
I need to know. I need to know.
You gotta.
I'm
gotta touch it.
just gonna roll and see if it was a mermaid skeleton.
I want it because it was there, but is it I bought this terrarium decoration?
It appears to be a mermaid skeleton.
Okay, so that weapon in there. What is that? Can I look at that?
Could be good.
Yeah. You guys duck downstairs. Gwen, give me a dexterity saving throw first.
Yeah. Oh no, the traps. Good. 23.
You forget about the traps for a second, and you manage to duck, step to the side as the first bucket swings, not having tripped, not getting stopped by Triggs's trap going outside.
Hey, Glenn, watch out. There are traps down there.
I'm always alert. Soon.
Always alert. The mermaid skeleton, basically looking at it, you kind of get the sense that it's real, and the mermaid is holding on to kind of this barnacle-crusted spear.
I will grab that and then run back to the room. I thought that the mermaid thing was a decoration, and so
yeah, you grab onto the spear.
Decoration,
Gwen, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God. Oh duh. Oh good. 22.
Very nice. As you grab on to this spear, before running back upstairs, you kind of grab onto it, and the mermaid head kind of looks at you. Not really. But you pull the spear free from this mermaid skeleton. It kind of collapses a bit as it was being propped up kind of by this. And you, as the mermaid passes you this spear, you see a figure dressed very similarly to how Lance Evenstride dressed, to how Blanche Featherin dressed, similar to how Gilda dressed as well, kind of more leathery armor with this green scarf around their neck. And you recognize this person to be a sea elf, like Triggs, but grown up. Her hair kind of pulled into a braided mohawk, pulled back, a somber look on their face as they kind of pass you this spear. Yeah, this was all that was left. I thought maybe you'd want to have something there weren't a whole lot of people aboard the ship, but I know Violet was. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, well, yeah, I run up.
And so, like, as you come out of this, you aren't sent reeling by the psychic damage, but you run upstairs.
Can I reset the can? I
Yeah,
just feel so bad.
you get the can set back up. You rolled high enough that you were like you like caught it before it like fell, basically.
Hmm. Ooh. I think something happened when they were at sea, and I showed the spear. I'm so sorry. I just suddenly thought about that mermaid, and I thought, is that real? And it was. And so is the spear. And maybe Violette died at sea, and so maybe I don't know, some dark magic to bring her back, and maybe that went wrong. Sorry, I'm making it worse than it is.
Wait, so I think we kind of thought that the half-elf lady died when they went through the, what do they call it? The mall?
Yeah,
like
the mall, like the entrance to the cove.
Yeah, it's the.
But Violet also died at sea? Do we think there's a werewolf or not?
Don't know. I don't know if it's one thing. Maybe it is.
We know there's a ghost, but like, is there more than the ghost, or is it just the ghost?
I mean, I think we're going to find out soon.
Okay.
What
Hey,
if
did my trap almost hit you?
What
Yeah,
if
it was certainly set up in a way where it wasn't hidden. But
You're
the
right.
force of it would have been great.
I should camouflage it. Yeah, I'll go get some branches.
What if we're thinking of this in a way that there's only one crash? What if there was two different wrecks, and one happened to the kid, and then another happened to the kid's family?
Different timeline energy. The kids later.
And so when he says like they're both gone, what if that's more related to like their mother and then Violet?
Oh. It's interesting.
How much time till sundown?
You had about like an hour-ish from the end of your short rest, so it wasn't like short rest fight. So you have like a little time. Like Gwen had time to go down and kind of like check out this spear. If there was something that like Triggs wanted to investigate, he could have time to do that as well. Same with Kachi.
Okay. Because we could go try and get more information beforehand, but also we're gonna risk getting hurt every time we do it.
Right.
But where do we think we're gonna encounter this ghost? Where do we think is the most? Because I don't know how to put it. This person seems really in their feelings, like in like maybe a good way, maybe a bad way, but there's probably a space here that is the most that.
I would agree with you. I would say either where they're most in the feelings, so could be at the base of a tree, or where all of their magic's happened in the little room.
Oh.
Or the door that they want to get in but can't.
Oh, yeah, that's not a really good place to fight. That's what about the place? What about the conservatory? Because it smells like violets.
I'm sure the ghosts go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could go. Okay, they could go anywhere. We gotta be ready. We gotta be ready
Yeah,
wherever.
the ghost can go through walls.
What?
I assume.
That's so cool.
So
I know it tricks. It's cool until they like possess you.
Yeah, but one of us has already been possessed. I don't think it's gonna happen again. It's fine.
shocked how possessive things can be.
So is there anything else that Triggs or Kachi would like to look into?
I think I would take the key and try to open like this middle door. I think I would really just try to risk it and see if it's like I wanna be able to agree with Gwen and trying to see if there's anything else we can find. But I'm just really hoping it's not like cursed.
Which middle door?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought I clicked it.
But before you do, can you do you want to hold it with like a towel or something? Because you could die.
Oh no, I'm good now. Hopefully, I know.
Kachi, you take the key, Bastion's key, and you walk over to like these middle doorways over on this like upper like northwestern corridor of the house. The doors are pretty close together. It seems like if there's rooms here, they're not super big. You place your key into this door. Like you go to like place your key on like to unlock the door basically. You realize these doors don't have locks on them. They're just like turn like handles. They don't appear to be locked.
Oh. All right. I'll try to I'll try to be like, all right.
Yeah, you charge into these doors. The one in the middle that you can walk into, you walk in and you see it feels almost like cold in like a sterile way. Like the walls are kind of like this like whitewashed plaster, like very clean. There's like sort of like some like hammered iron like metal like tables, like a chair of some sort. Maybe it has like some kind of like restraints on it. They don't seem to be very used very much. It appears to be something almost like Brian Morales. They're probably like healers' huts. It seems like a much less personal or less warm version of this. It appears to be like a series of like patience rooms. And like you can like check the rooms; they're all pretty much the same. Nothing that feels super personal inside of them. Just give me a general investigation check as you kind of poke your head into all these.
E, 18.
Nice. You get the sense that they haven't been used in a while, but they haven't been used longer than the house has been abandoned. Like at some point, they stopped being used, and people were still living here.
House was abandoned. Okay.
So like if there was like a timeline, it was like, okay, cool. People lived here. They saw patients. People stayed here. No more patients. Time keeps going. House is abandoned.
We got rooms. We got more rooms. Something weird's happening in them though. Not like freaky stuff, but it doesn't line up where I think our doc was doing some experiments. I don't know, my guess. I don't trust this doc.
So Kachi was investigating these rooms at a similar time frame as like Gwyn was going down checking out this trident with the mermaid statue. Was there anything that Triggs would be trying to do in this moment, or would you just kind of be like getting up, maybe scouting a place to hide for these ghosts, or trying to figure out where to hide, that kind of thing?
So everything in this hallway is
That door you just clicked,
Uh,
that doorway, like the most northern doorway on this hallway.
That's
That door
that's
is
the violet one.
unlocked, but has been like broken into before. So like it's closed, but you could open it if you wanted to investigate that room. And then on the south side,
Sure, I'll open it just to
Yeah.
open the map a little bit.
there's a ghost. Just kidding. You
A werewolf.
push open this door, and the least interesting room to Triggs that he possibly could have found, you have found the library of the house. So walls full of books, a fireplace just like downstairs. There's one up here as well that has long since had a warm fire cooking inside. But there are a number of like books and trinkets kind of spread throughout the rooms, organized in like various ways, seemingly like the spines of books grouped in some fashion. But
You're okay, Matt. You don't need to keep explaining it. I'm just gonna, as soon as I open the door, I'm gonna close it again.
ew, books.
I don't. I just go. I don't think so. And I'm just gonna close the.
Ghosts don't
that.
like to read.
I'm assuming that ghosts like exactly the same things that I like. Shooting people's ghosts off.
They're gonna be jealous of my
Um,
sword.
Yeah, I found
No,
5
yeah.
empty rooms. What'd you find, Triggs? Oh, you found a whole library? Okay, hold on.
No. No, it was just a bunch of junk. There's nothing there. I'm gonna go downstairs one more time, and I realize, like, oh yeah, you're right. The pot might not work because it's not silver. I wonder if they've got silverware. And I'm gonna go searching for any silvered, like, knives, forks, anything.
Give me a general just like luck check. If you got like an 18, 19, or 20, there's actual silver flatware.
That is a natural 20.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Get that silver.
Roll for 4.
You find 4 silver knives, 4 silver forks, 4 silver spoons, and some like crystalline stemware. Hi, bud.
Great. I'm going to fasten the forks, knives, and spoons to the ends of the pots that I've jimmied up at the doors. So it's more of a threat to the ghost when the ghost activates my trap.
You have armed these pots to make them more efficient ghost traps.
Yeah, and I'll like pocket a silver knife just in case.
Nice. As you're kind of like taking some time to kind of set this up, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check to see like how well these traps are kind of hidden away.
That's a 13.
Cool. Yeah, you attach some of these like silvered like forks and things to these pots, so that it might smash into the ghost when the ghost comes by.
Okay.
Zuko pulled
Cool.
my headphones out. There we go. Yeah, you take that time to get that trap in place. And as you guys kind of do your individual investigations, you start to see kind of through the windows of this place the sun kind of going down. Where would the gang like to make their final preparations? Where would they like to be for when the sun dips below the horizon?
We dip our stuff now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, so you like you coat some bullets in your bag. Kachi, you're able to either use the silver scimitar or short sword, or kind of like rub it along your other sword. And Gwyn, you're able to kind of like toss some arrows into it.
Nice.
So for the next hour or so, all of your weapons will be able to damage ghosts.
I think I'm probably gonna climb the tree out in the
Nice.
courtyard. If that's where if you guys say that dead people like to come from the ground, that might be where the dead person comes from.
Yeah, did we even check with those tombstones?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one was I couldn't tell what it said, and the other one was the parents.
Right. Making sure. Kachi, where are you going?
I don't know. Alan wants to go in the library, but because Triggs would have been like, "There's nothing in there," I'd be like, "Okay, cool." Honestly, I think in the bedroom, keeping an eye on this mirror, like posting up like on the back of this wall, and just like getting ready if anything like comes out of the bedroom or like hearing anything upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Because we also have this window that looks out under the the greenhouse, right?
Yep.
I don't like that we're splitting up.
Do you? I mean, we can all get upstairs if you want.
Well, you can go wherever you want, Triggs, because I trust that you can get where you need to go. But I can't follow you, and I don't want to be alone. So I will post up.
What do you want to go? I can
I'm
follow you.
fine. No, I don't care where I am. I just don't want to be alone wherever I am.
So
I'll stay here and I'll watch like the door.
Cool.
Gwen, do you maybe want to transform into something that the ghost would recognize, so maybe it stops, or is that like, whoa, you're not that person, you know?
Let's see how it's going.
Okay, yeah. I love
I can always
going on.
run around a corner and then come back with someone else.
Hey, I'm your dad.
Yeah. But if I can make it look good. I believe in my ability to make it look good. I'm not that character. I do. I don't know what I think it paints a target on me unnecessarily, and I'm not willing to risk it right now.
Nice. With that, preparations being made, the gang, if you would like to make stealth checks to try to like evade sight from the ghosts, I'll let you kind of like with these positions in place, I'll let you do that. And I feel like it's also like you guys are as prepared as possible. Let's do some initiative rolls, but you can roll them with advantage as well.
Okay, let's stealth.
So what are our stealth checks?
16.
Nice.
Mine's a natural 1. I mean +6, but I don't think the 7's gonna save me, as I'm separated from my friends in the graveyard.
A solid 8 with a nat 4.
Oof. Kachi's doing what Katara does on the bed, which is like crawl under the covers, and you think you're invisible.
Yeah, they'll never fucking find me. Like, you can't see me. I can't see you. You can't see me. That's fucking basic math, right?
I think you're kidding, and that's why I am okay with this. Yeah.
And then what is everyone's initiative rolls with advantage?
Oh, with advantage.
Yeah, because you guys are lying in wait essentially.
Heard. 21.
5s. Another 8.
Oh my god! Get him out now, Alan.
Yeah, I'm in Resident Evil. I'm.
What did Triggs get? I think I missed it.
17.
Oh, cool.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
So lying in wait, sort of like the minute the sun dips below the horizon, there's like a stillness in this house, and you can kind of just hear creaking. The creaking that you would expect of an old house that has settled. What during the daytime almost felt warm, even as you guys were experiencing these strange memories. There was some happy ones in there. But along with the trauma, the things that kind of go with being a family, the hard times, the good times. But as night sets in, the shadows get a little longer. The corridors feel more empty and cold. A chill wind blows through the trees, ruffling Triggs out of his hiding place as night sets in. Where you're all roosted, Gwyn and Kachi, you look around, kind of keeping an eye on the mirror, keeping an eye on the green area of the house. Kachi, you made the choice to keep an eye on the mirror, and as you watch, you kind of see a far off sound of almost like water kind of running. As a form begins to materialize from this mirror, kind of stepping out. As you kind of hear this grunting occur as a half-elven figure steps out of this mirror, kind of slowly stepping out, looking at the one hand that they do have as their fingers lengthen. As they... you see their canines kind of grow a bit, the skin kind of peel back on their fairly, flaxen porcelain face as this figure takes the shape, it begins to turn into a wolf before your eyes in this bedroom. Elsewhere in the house, Triggs, from your vantage point in the trees, seeing with your vantage point where it is, you can kind of see through the both see onto the upper flight of stairs in the hallway, but also catch a glimpse of many of your traps down below. I'm gonna roll a little check for someone. And you hear the sound of one of your buckets swing and bash into the wall as a figure in the kitchen materializes, stepping out as it does. Seemingly was able to notice the trap set forth by itself. This, shambling, this, hallowed figure of sadness forms, sloughing through the kitchen, and notices your trap, but is in a place where it doesn't have a vantage point on you, Trig. Although to get to into the tree, you have to use the entrance from down below. So you are kind of hiding in the tree down here with this dark, looming figure of sadness. And that starts us off with Gwyn. Hidden as you are.
I don't want to upset the group.
You see the form of this, like a human-sized apparition. It is like the figure, a figure of this person that all of you have seen or described to each other as this half-elven woman.
Okay, let me. Point within range, so I don't need to see it. All right, so I would like to scurry and scoot and be hiding, to behind, right here. To both, I have the option to back up Kachi if I need to, pop up behind the bed and, scare it or whatever, or also maybe block the door. But from here, I'm going to start, muttering an incantation. And inside the bathroom, we're going to have a bunch of roots and vines appear. And I'm going to cast Entangle in that
Ooh.
space, and we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see. I'm trying to be non-violent immediately. It's a strength saving throw if that affects ghosts.
You create these entangling, like the plants on the walls kind of grow down and go to like wrap around like the ankles of this ghost. And as they kind of form around, she just simply like touches the flowers and petals, like curious as to like how they're growing, but she doesn't seem to be able to be restrained.
Kirk. Okay. Should this matter, it's also difficult terrain.
Okay.
But that's my action, and I don't have any bonus actions, so I am just chilling right now.
Nice. I don't know if that's how it works with spells, but just go ahead and throw me I'll give you a free stealth check to maintain your hiding, if you'd like to.
Right.
Because like you didn't attack her, so.
Mhm. Would you believe a 9?
Through muttering this spell, she does pick up on your location. Similarly, Kachi hiding under the blankets. As these plants grow, she kind of looks over her shoulder and sees the two of you now. You were not able to hide successfully away from her, though it was fairly close.
I don't know how she saw us. Like it was you. You scurried.
I skirted across the room and then cast a spell right behind you. I can't believe she saw both of us.
I'm in the bed. I don't know who you're talking to.
But that is your
my
turn, Kachi.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. I thought you were just talking
No,
about
I
so
narrated that she saw you, but I didn't tell you that it was that like your next in initiative. I forgot
Okay.
I didn't
I
put
was
it up
like-
here.
Surely it's not me with an 8. Shit. Okay. I'm at a loss of what I want to try to do. Since if they come over, I think what I want to try to do is cast Friends. And unless is this creature like would I think that this creature is like immediately hostile towards us, or are they just like kind of like internally like transforming and
You get the sense that like the negative emotions that existed here are the ones that are like persisting.
okay. Yeah. I think if I know that my cover's blown, I'm gonna run out for 10. Yeah. I'd be like, hey, we're here to help. Can I do something for you? I got a sword?
You run
Yeah,
out, kind of
okay.
give yourself away. I also messed that up. I got confused. You confused initiatives, but I'll let you go in here anyway. This will be the surprise round because you guys
That's okay.
also
I mean-
hiding. Let me get that. I put the cards in the wrong order in my hand. I should have done this.
I mean, I'm good if you, because like I think I'm good if you want to redo that. I can just stay on the bed.
Okay, yeah, you can like stay on the bed still, and that is actually going to be Triggs's turn. My apologies. He had the 17.
You're good. Where's the door down here? Is it over here?
There's you guys would have found it out. There's an entrance into the living room side and an entrance into the kitchen side.
Okay, both sides. Okay. I'm gonna bonus action Step of the Wind. Yeah. And I'm gonna, hop on down, run on over. I'm like, all right, it's sailing time, cannon fodder. And I'm gonna kind of make, what is it, 5, 10, 15, 20. I think I can make it here on a standard one. 25. 30. I'll like hop up on the table.
Nice, yeah. You hop up on the table from here. You see that this ghost is like almost like leaving
I'll
like
just-
a puddle around him as he shambles around. Like the bucket,
Oh.
like the first bucket trap has fallen, but has not hit him.
And I'll just call out, I guess, as my action. Hey, I'm sorry. Are you sad because the bucket fell, or are you sad because you set it off because it was a really good trap? You don't have to be sad, unless you want to be, because I know sometimes it's good to be sad too.
He like kind of looks up at you. What is the fate of my daughters? My girls.
That's a really good question that we could probably find out together. As soon as
In
you
this
get
moment,
happy.
Triggs, you were told by Lance that there is a difference between killing these ghosts and like fixing these ghosts. With the knowledge that you all have gained by getting to this point, this is an armory of sorts that you may be able to use to save this ghost. In the end, whether you're damaging them with like using memories of their past to peel away some of this corruption, or using your weapons to attack them, when it comes down to that like final blow, you'll have a choice to attempt to save or to rid them from this world. So if you'd like to answer these questions with the information that you have, it may do the same as like damaging them, but in a way that doesn't make them any more aggressive to you.
I don't know how much turn I have left. I know I've just spoke a lot, so I don't
That was just
wanna...
that's just calling out to the ghost.
Okay.
That's just chatting, like as like an attack. Like he has asked you this kind of question, like
I'm gonna... Oh god, I'm gonna hold up the locket that I have. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be real honest with you, man. I don't know if your daughters are still around, but technically neither are you. So wouldn't it be better if y'all were not around together?
that belonged to Violette. Triggs, with this artifact that holds a memory with it, go ahead and give me a for you. I'll let you choose between either like an attack roll or like a wisdom-based skill check.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what kind of attack roll are I like?
It can be like just like your typical, almost like an unarmed strike, because it's an attack, but it's not
Okay.
like your fists doing it. It's like you are fast enough to pull out this locket, is what it's representing in this moment.
Cool. That is a 22.
Very good. Easily passes the DC for what the information you've gathered. Go ahead and roll 2d8 for me.
Feeling good about you. And I'm feeling good about you. 10 points of whatever.
Nice. We'll call it psychic damage to this ghost as he staggers back. Like you kind of, yeah, everyone you've described is dead. Kind of answering that question in a fairly direct way, like back at this figure. Any bonus act? Or you stepped the wind to get here for your bonus action, so it's kind of like all you can do for the moment.
Yeah, I could go further, but I think I will. I had set some stuff up around the room Honestly, yeah, I'll stay there. I have a good view of the staircase and everything from there.
Nice.
So I'm good.
Not having acted aggressively towards the ghost on this like surprise round, technically, and that's gonna be Kachi. Hey, what's up, ghost? It's your boy on the bed. What is Kachi going to do?
Yeah, I'll do what I said. Not knowing if this happening, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, we're here to help. I got a sword, but listen. I'm just trying to help you figure some stuff out. I know there's a lot going on with you."
You like get a hold of her. You cast Friends, facing down with Violette, or not Violette. Facing down with this figure here. You are doing this in a friendly manner. You cast Friends to kind of give yourself a little bit of a boost. Go ahead and give me the same kind of like rules. This is going to be like a skill check or an attack roll to sort of represent you kind of breaking through the exterior of this ghost.
Cool. Do you still want me to use wisdom? Can I use charisma?
It could be charisma as well, because you are convincing this ghost. So for you, it'd probably be charisma based, like persuasion or like an attack roll of sorts.
Hey, I think for persuasion, that'll be a 18.
18. That will absolutely succeed. So you are kind of like throwing it out there, like, yeah, we know your story. Like, which memory kind of comes to mind as you look at this girl?
At first, I think with the arm, the first one, because we were talking about it, was the operation.
Ah. Definitely. You think back, like, you look and you see that, like, remembering this, like, kind of first memory that Triggs kind of found, you see, even as she's, like, mid-transforming, kind of growing and growing, like, from this, like, smaller half-elf form, you see that, like, there's still just kind of, like, one claw forming. And with, like, a better look at what is, like, left of her arm underneath this, like a traveling cloak of sorts, you see that there is, like, a stitched up appendage that has been taken care of, with, like, some scarring and lacerations. With that, give me a perception or investigation check as you kind of reflect on this memory.
Perception. Perception is 18.
You look at this injury, you get the sense that, like, oh, the, like, mid-track, either coming down from being a werewolf or something, she may have bit herself to the point where this injury may have been self-inflicted to an extent.
Oh.
Which kind of takes us... Oh, yeah, and then go ahead and roll 2d8, like psychic damage. Basically, with the information that you guys have learned, you are doing the same kind of memory damage back at the ghosts.
Nice. 12.
Very good. You see this, like, shade of this figure who used to live here does not seem to like that very much. And even, like, mid-transformation, like, the, like, half-elven part, like, dissipates, leaving kind of just... Or not the opposite. Like, this werewolf form kind of dissipates as you remind her who she is, leaving, like, this semi-translucent half-elf still here in its place. And that'll take us to the initiative proper, as you guys have come out of, like, basically come out of hiding to address these ghosts. Not that you have it to compare each other with, but the form of that you guys are facing in the restroom up top does seem to be, like, almost like there's, like, anger, there is, like, confusion, and there's hurt here. She seems aggressive. Like, you've, like, come and talked to her, but she still kind of has, like, that almost, like, wolven instinct to pounce still in her eyes, looking into the bedroom at the two of you. And that is Gwyn.
I'm gonna say Kachi, back me up after this. And I'm gonna pull up my bow, and I'm gonna shoot at this person.
Nice. Yeah, you draw and you fire from behind
Yeah.
Kachi. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Even as like this like wolf is like dissipating kind of behind her into the mirror.
Natural
Half-elves left
20.
standing. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
First, is that like the first attack roll of the campaign, technically, is a natural 20 from Gwyn. Go
Yay.
ahead and roll your damage, Ranger.
Yes. Okay. So she's going to be my favored foe for the next minute. So I get to add a D4 from that.
Excellent.
As well as my attacks have my own natural. I guess it's not natural, but I imagine the psychic damage they're taking are from my own anxieties and my own fears that I live with. So it'll be 2d4 plus the d8, and then it is a crit. So this is the psychic damage in my head. So 16 piercing damage plus 4, so 20 piercing damage and 6 psychic damage.
Oh my goodness. You see this arrow like flies past you, Kachi, as Gwyn, your arrow like this, like you like whip this bow out from underneath your cloak, essentially, drawing and firing, and this bow finds purchase. Like it sails like through this elf form before you, coated in the basilisk oil. It damages this ghost and flies through her, piercing into the werewolf that has faded into the mirror. In this moment, is Gwyn more focused on ridding this person of the house, or is there a pity in Gwyn, hoping to save or help this person?
I think like if that question was asked maybe 0.4 seconds ago would have killed this beast thing, but because it just dropped to a more humanoid figure, I think we are allowing this to hopefully end peacefully. I imagine like almost like it pierces and just to eliminate the rage, almost like putting an animal out of its misery.
Very nice.
It's just like one shot of like a
Nice. So with that, it seems like there is some element of peace in Gwyn's mind. With that attack, I'll say you can do this with advantage. Roll me a wisdom-based skill check to sort of cleanse this spirit of the house.
19.
Easily. As the arrow like goes through the half elf, pierces the mirror with the werewolf, and you see like both forms kind of like relax. And right, Gwyn, you are the only one who kind of sees this happen. The form kind of takes like a key from around their neck and just sort of like drops it on the ground before vanishing.
Well, what the
Uh, but upstairs, the two of you, you kind of like hear almost rattling through the walls. Not again. And
I
that's
feel
what-
like we just. I'm gonna look at Kachi though. I just want to say I think Trig's in danger.
Let's get him.
anything else from Gwyn?
I'm gonna say the key to the room, the oil, the room, the key on the ground. Get the room, or Trig's.
And that will take us to Triggs downstairs. facing off with a much larger ghost who doesn't seem to be as isn't as focused. Like the trap that you set in the kitchen seems to be drawing his attention.
Has he responded since we kind of did
You
my
kind of,
little thing last
You
time?
answered this question, and he kind of like stepped back and like accepted it, like, oh, and maybe like he like even like physically like almost like shrunk down a little bit. So instead of being like 12 feet tall, he's gone down to like kind of like maybe 10, like, and like his like hysterical sobbing has just turned into like sobbing.
Did one of your daughters paint this of you? I don't know a lot about art, but it's not complete shit.
Triggs, you show him this, like the painting that someone did of him. He kind of looks at it, like almost like not quite recognizing it for a moment. Go ahead and give me another roll. I'd say it could be dexterity based. It could be basically an attack. It could be, like just basically as a little kid shoving this painting in his face.
Yeah, that one wasn't as good. That's a 6. No, that's an 11, but still.
The DC, because of all of the stories and memories that you guys found, the DC is 10.
Oh my God.
You are able to kind of
We
show
touched
him.
everything.
You touched like every.
We collectively took 50 points of damage.
Yes.
It's shitty.
Like it was like they didn't get scared by this damage. They're gonna keep touching things. The DC is gonna go lower. So you show him like this painting, and he just kind of looks at it. That's who is that? Who am I?
Okay. I think your name is Bastion. It could be Baby's Breath. I don't know. It gets a little. We gave nicknames,
He mutters.
but I think you took care of them.
Bastion. He like puts like a hand on your shoulder. I tried. Go ahead and roll 2d8.
13.
Nice. You see him kind of like shrink back down, still towering over you in this room. But once again, like he is not as focused on, like he's looking at the painting and kind of like, yes, Bastion. I did my best. I failed. He kind of looks in the direction of like all the other memories and things that he has kind of like kept around the house. Any bonus action from you with your like monk offhand strike, if you wanted to try to, if you had like another relic or memory or something you wanted to kind of throw his way, I'll let you do that here as well.
Yeah. I want. So you had Alan. Did you say you had the saw upstairs?
The saw. Oh, that saw.
You mentioned it. I just don't know if you.
I feel
We're
like you
carrying
kind
it
of
with you.
pulled that memory out to fuel some things, so like in effect, like that arrow is gone from the quiver. Like we've like used kind of that artifact to get through to this spirit.
I would, and Bobby, you had held on. I know I said I went and grabbed all the things, but did you hold on to the scroll that had all of the crossed off things?
I would give you whatever you wanted if you wanted to make a
Yeah, when I was like going through and gathering everything, I'll run across to the counter real quick and pick up the scroll that had the list of all of the things that he had tried.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, I don't know what this says, but I think it says that you tried real hard. And like, this is definitely more than 2 things and less than 17, I think. So that's a lot of stuff. And I know some pirates who give up after just like one rough battle. So you're pretty cool. You're pretty cool.
Kind of like does like almost like as if this like fight is continuing. This there's still a monster beneath this thing, like reaching out as if like almost like to possess. But it's just like as you like keep talking, just kind of like a ruffle of the hair. Things are complicated. I remember trying to solve a problem. What was I trying to fix? What's wrong with her?
You are not gonna believe this. And do I still have action?
He's posed this question to you as your bonus
great.
action.
I think, and when I say this, I don't want it to sound like a bad thing because I think it sounds really cool. I think your daughter may turn into a werewolf sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with that because I wish I could do it.
But she hurts herself and others. She doesn't mean to. Yes, that's what it was. Go ahead and give me another check to get through to this ghost using this memory.
Don't let me down. Perfect. That is a 25.
Wow.
And I just say, I'm like, hey, mister, I'm going to be, real honest with you. People are stupid, and we hurt ourselves all the time. You can't really stop that from happening.
Kind of nods his head. Go ahead and roll 2d8.
Yeah. Eat my words of wisdom. Oh, that wasn't as good, but 5 points of damage.
Nice. Wearing him down. He's keeps shrinking, and the sadness is calming, but it's still present. It's just not as kind of oppressive, overt, kind of shrieking and wailing into the skies necessarily. At the end of Trigg's turn, that bellow from throughout the house does begin to ring upstairs. Gwyn and Kachi, you hear this voice. Not again. As almost as if honing in on where you all are. Both of you had kind of a view of this restroom, and you hear kind of and you just see first the horns into the purple hair as this tiefling begins to step through the walls of this room, finding the woman she loved and seeing her once again gone. And she kind of looks between the two of you. Who helped her leave? Which one of you? Where did she go?
She went downstairs. She went into the garden. The garden. She went into the garden.
There's nothing in the garden. We had nothing to bury. Gwyn and Kachi, give me wisdom saving throws up here.
No. Yikes.
Not my survival plan being, I hope he takes the fall.
Shut up.
Natural 20! I'm not even kidding. It's my endanger dice.
I got half of that. Or 12.
12 does not save as... Oh, that's the wrong person. No, it's not. It's the right one. As they summon their horrifying visage, striking fear into the heart of Kachi. So Kachi, you'll have disadvantage on attacks, ability checks, and saving throws so long as you can see this terrifying creature. Shit. But that is as much as she can do right now. She had to fly through a bunch of walls to get to you, which brings us to Kachi.
Okay. Before this crazy woman came in, you'd said get to the room. Where was the locked room again? Was it like in this dark space, like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me an insight check. In this moment, but because you are frightened, it would be with disadvantage. But as you're kind of like piecing this together, and I say Gwen, you can do the same thing, but yours would be fine.
Okay.
Rolling battle.
14.
Kachi, you get the sense that like because Gwen kind of said like we need to get to the locked room, because of where this figure is, you kind of assume that maybe they came from that locked room. Like it's about that distance for them to fly.
Can I do before I enact what I'm thinking of doing? Can I do any sort of check to see if this key might better fit that lock?
Oh, if you were, because like you like were able to like grab the key on the surprise round and everything. Looking at the key, it's much smaller. Give me a history check.
Okay, because my two thoughts are this key is either to that door or to that chest in like the foyer. 18.
When Gwen investigated under the bed, she found he found a duffel bag and a lockbox. It seems to be something like more like a trunk, like the lockbox.
Okay. So this girl can fight through walls. Okay then. I'm gonna 5. I'm going to throw a dagger at this woman. I know that it's advantage, but I'm using it to. I'm going to use a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
So that I can move an extra 10 feet. I can find it. There it is. Yep, my last bardic.
Mobile flourish.
Yeah, I'm going to use mobile flourish so I can use. Wait, you can up your walking speed. Oh no, I can't use mobile because then I have to go within 5 feet of the target.
Oh, you can't do it from range.
No, but oh no, like I have to like end. I think I have to like move within 5 feet. When you can then use your reaction to move to your walking speed to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the target.
Oh, strange.
So I'll do defensive flourish to add to my AC. At disadvantage, it's a 9.
That's so weird. To hit this ghost does not hit.
Okay. But with defensive, I'll use a bardic, which is 2. So my AC for the next round is a 15 instead of 13. And I get to move an extra 10 feet. So if I could grab the lockbox, and as a free object interaction, could I unlock it?
Yeah. Like it's not a magical lock; it's just a lock.
Okay. Yeah, I'll lock it. And do I see anything immediately, or is that
you unlock this lockbox, open it up, and inside is a circular, like amethyst stone.
Okay. Okay. I'll look to Gwen. We gotta get to Driggs. We got the stone, so we gotta get downstairs.
Got it.
Window or the door?
Oh god. I can't. You can fly.
Yeah, but we're not. I'm not gonna leave you. I got your back.
See you in a bit.
All right. See you in a bit. All right. No, I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave you. You asked me to have your back after this, so I'm gonna be here. But I'd like to go through the door if possible and down the stairs.
Nice. Yeah, you can use your movement to kind of head in the door. Presumably the way that Gwyn will be heading in just a moment, as you kind of continue on with your movement and your defensive flourish, using a flourish, getting you 10 feet of movement, as you head away from this angry tiefling. Which brings us to Bastion down with Triggs. Triggs, you have done a fair job of convincing, of speaking with this man here. He's ruffled your hair, he's kind of staring at you. You've convinced him, no, you did a lot to try to help. Violette was trying to help as well, but she was going too far. No one stopped her. No one stopped her. Where is she? And he pitches this question to Triggs, kind of like this confusion, almost eliciting a madness in him as he looks at you.
Is it is it an attack, or is it actually just a question?
It is all. It's essentially almost like a saving throw to see if he's going to it. Almost like Sanctuary. He's seeing if if you give me the answer I won't attack you. Basically.
Okay. Well, she's kind of like you. She's everywhere here, but not really. We can kind of feel her too in this stuff. Paintings and doors. I think there was a trident, something to do with a duffel bag. Yeah, it's you guys have left a lot of emotional stuff here, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm not really a big crier or nothing, but for some people it works. But
some is the memories that remain. Perhaps this house needs new ones. And he's just gonna walk away. He's gonna use that moment to walk away from you, Triggs, and head into your kitchen trap.
Don't wait. No, not there. Okay.
He does not notice this trap, so go ahead and roll 1d4 damage.
Alright,
as your silver fork hits him.
Oh, good. It's only one. It's only 1 point of damage.
Oh, what the hell?
It's new memories.
Back upstairs, Gwyn. That is back up to you. This ghost seems much angrier than the one that was here before. Violette seems to be a bit upset.
Okay, well, we have something that we want downstairs. I don't want to draw fire and then... Okay, I'm gonna run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then when I get in front of Kachi, I'm going to touch Kachi, and I'm going to cast Long Strider on Kachi and give Kachi an extra 10 feet of movement for an hour.
Hell yeah.
Your speed is up 10. And I'm going to say, get that box. We gotta get this box. But I'm gonna hold the box with you just in case you get mind control or something. I need to be able to try to we should both you have the box and I have the box.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
You want it? You want me to have it? You want it? You want me to
I
have
want
it?
I want us both to have it. Don't give me your voice. I do. And I'm just running. I'm just running away right now.
Yeah.
Triggs, that's you again with this sad Bastion. He like kind of like the trap falls and he sees some of like the items like strewn about here, and he picks up the what is he gonna pick up first? He picks up the ship in the sphere, like the like miniature
Yep.
ship. Violet also used to have nightmares about this for years. She lost something. What did she lose? You know. He looks at you, Triggs. Triggs, that is to you. Your action. You see this man struggling. He has posed a question. If you would like to use an action to kind of counsel him once again, you can continue on the same path you've been going. You could attack, you could run, you can meet up with your friends, whatever you'd like to do.
Guys, do I know what she lost? I'm making good headway talking to this guy. I don't know. I mean, I know she lost friends. I know she lost family. I kind of understand. I just lost my family too. They're not dead or nothing. But they're like beyond the shores, and I kind of felt like they didn't want me. And that's almost kind of worse than losing them, right? Because it's like they're still there, but they don't really, they don't want to be there. But I don't think Violet had that. I think she had people that actually couldn't be there, and that sucks. But at least you know that the people that she had loved her when they were there. You know.
Give me an attack roll or ability check if you'd like to get through Sebastian.
Yeah. That went all over the place, but ended on a 17.
That is a success. Go ahead and roll 2d8 as you kind of pose this to Bastion.
Just two dudes being sad. All
sad
together,
dudes.
everyone flat.
6 feet apart because we're not gay. 10.
Nice. Bastion is like almost the size of a person again. You see this human man is kind of about 8 feet tall now, shrinking down as you kind of calm him with this. And like you offer up kind of like your own emotions with the answer that you're kind of giving him, and that she lost like people that like her family and things. He's kind of like looks and like, oh yes.
Can I unarmed strike another emotional attack?
Yeah. Violet lost her family, but when we met Violette, she was not unlike you, little one. Those she had did not care for her, and it took her some time to learn how to accept people who did. When did we meet, Mila? What role will we play? Yeah. Go ahead and hit me with another unarmed strike.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. Is 10 gonna cut it?
10 is exactly enough. The DC
Okay.
is 10.
All right. Yeah. So, well, I don't know, cause I remember. Hey, I could keep calling your other daughter BB, but I think that's not probably her name. What was the other daughter's name? Just just for.
I found Violet when she was a child. And
Wait, are you telling me that you have 2 children, and one is named Violet, and one is named Violet? Dude, that's confusing as fuck. Oh, okay.
Son, love is often
Yeah.
quite confusing.
Yeah, whoever named those kids.
It never stopped them, did it? No.
Yeah, no, I understand. I knew 2 people on the ship once. One was a boy named Dakota, and another was a girl named Dakota, and they still decided that they wanted to like shack up together. And I was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, it's Dakota and Dakota," but yours is probably better. Where was
roll
I?
me 2d8.
Just fucking shooting shit with men. That is 9 points of backstory damage.
I love that. 9 points of backstory damage. I think we found the episode title.
Great damage. And it's not ours.
Yeah.
And with that, you get the sense that like amusing indeed. Like the sob has turned into a laugh. I feel like I know the answer that Triggs is giving in this moment, but if you would like to cleanse this ghost of sort of this pain that he's going through, give me one more of these attack checks to kind of get through to this ghost.
I'm gonna take out my Glock, and I'm just gonna know.
Just blow him out of the water. That is a 23.
To emotionally heal.
The form of Bastion dissipates and fades with a moment, just like very good. And what is left is a elderly, still a ghostly figure, semi-translucent, but someone with the twinkle in his eyes of the painting that you showed him. Someone who's looking at you with a similar look that he probably once gave his daughters. A look of a protective concern, staring back at you. If my memories were painful for you, I apologize. With both of the girls gone and Violette searching the way that she did, this house did need to be cleansed of a curse. I never thought that curse would be me, but I thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen. It's just like a job and shit. But you seem pretty cool. You're welcome.
You've done a great job. I would be.
Yeah, but you can't tell people. Because I have to be like a cool pirate still. So keep it on the DL.
Of course.
Yeah.
Quite heroic. I think I have a few books upstairs recounting similar tales.
Yeah. Cool.
With that,
I'm gonna go check on my friends.
Yeah, Triggs. Triggs' turn is over. That brings us to Kachi. Triggs' turn is over. That brings us to Violette upstairs. Once again, you hear, as you guys kind of make a break for it after she is uttered this terrifying scream. You're running away just like she did. as Violette, once again you hear this sound of as Violette flies and phases through this wall to stand
More like,
in your way. Driven of the spirits, driven the most sort of by anger and malice in this moment. Gwyn, give me a charisma saving throw.
Ooh. 8.
Kachi, you see Violette disappears as Violette manages to grab on to Gwyn. And I'd say with Gwyn's penchant for shapeshifting, almost like, because Gwyn is so thin, you see almost like a face kind of stretch into Gwyn's place with like mounds almost like threatening to like just break out of Gwyn's forehead as Violette has stepped inside. I've
How does
been
this
around
happen?
cursed people for so long, and none of it brought me closer to fixing her. And that is Violette inside of Gwyn. That takes us to Kachi.
Oh God.
So Kachi, you are now like tug of warring this lockbox with the gem inside, with Gwyn, whose like nails have like elongated and like they're dug into this box, threatening to like rip it away from you.
Are the claws so much so that I couldn't let the box open?
Ooh, I'd say if you wanted to try to like slip the stone out and leave the box with her, it would be like a sleight of hand check against, let's say, Gwyn. It's your body, so give me an athletics check. I don't know if Bobby heard me.
I'm so sorry. What did you just say?
It's your body against that he's going against, so go ahead and give me an athletics check from Gwyn.
Oh.
Hold on to like keep the lid closed, basically.
I rolled really high. Athletics check is a 17 minus 3 to 14.
What did
And I
Kachi
haven't-
get to slip it out?
Out of hand, 11 plus 6 for 17.
Kachi, you get this stone out of the lockbox, like while this possession is happening. And you manage to get this stone in hand.
When I'm going to help you, just hold on. And I'm going to try to fly 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I try to like fly like straight down and out into like
Yeah,
lower
like you can
portions?
like shortcut it because you're flying, but as you fly away from Gwyn and Violette, they are gonna reach a hand out and like try to like grab onto your wings. Go ahead and roll me a d20 plus 5, Gwyn.
Can I ask, because I would do this if I knew that I could make it. Would I be able to make it to, I want to say like, I know I probably wouldn't be able to go straight to Triggs, but I have 20 more feet of movement. Could I make it like, where do you think I could make it like going down and like near this like little first floor?
I'd say like with like 20 feet from the top floor, you could get to like the kitchen doorway essentially.
Okay, then I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great. No opportunity attack. You disengage as an action. You fly downstairs, leaving the possessed Gwyn upstairs. And basically, I dropped you kind of on the kitchen, and you can kind of get anywhere between like the stairs and there if you're looking to like basically you could reach Triggs if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, that'd be perfect. Oh, like crouch? No. Roost? No. What's the word I'm looking for? Perch. Yeah. Drinks. Gwyn, she's there. He's the ghost. There's a ghost upstairs, and then Gwyn taking. Who's this guy? I got the amulet. Can we?
Hey, Kachi. This is. Yeah, he thinks I'm funny as fuck.
He is quite
Okay,
an enjoyable child. Again, I believe the remnants of Violette may be what you're dealing with upstairs.
Very angry. Yeah, Violette. Yeah.
Yes. Some of that may be my fault. It is a memory. My memory is of Violette, and we had our differences after Violet left. We both took her loss difficultly.
Listen, that's okay. You know, loss is different for everybody. I would just really love if we could get Gwyn out of there, and then if you wanted to help, that would be great. We got the locket. Look.
Yeah, here's the other half. You can take it.
I remember the day they put those together. The goblin Skipshot helped them with the craftsmanship. There's a sort of wedding token of the two of them becoming one. Violette's old symbol of her order and Violet's family heirloom. Yes, it was a wonderful memory. I believe
Cool. All
we
right.
deserve
Oh.
to be together, don't you?
I absolutely agree. I think if we can connect everybody again, make it happy, that would be a-okay with me, boss.
Excellent. I've never been one for crafting that sort of thing, but I trust that perhaps you'll be able to. At this moment, Gwyn, from upstairs, you begin to kind of waterbending, like controlling your body style. Violette begins to march you downstairs. So you kind of reach the top of the stairs. Gwyn's eyes kind of like fading in and out. Their face just weirdly misshapen as someone else is inside of them. And Gwyn, I'd say Gwyn, go ahead and fire on Kachi again.
Okay, is this with a +5 still?
I'd say yeah. Like it's lower. I think it's probably lower than your ability, but that's what theirs is. As they're trying to like puppeteer like an archer.
11. I roll a 6.
I believe
Does that
11 does not hit Kachi, so his arrow goes wide. But Triggs, you see Gwyn firing on.
Hey, Gwyn.
Kachi. Definitely, you can like tell that there is something the matter with Gwyn right now.
No
You look
trick.
Belgian buggered.
That's horrifying, son. I'm not sure if you're a crafty sort, but if you hope the locket's becoming one again may be enough to sort of put her at peace. So if you would like to try to put the locket together, it'll be a crafting check of sorts. Anyone can attempt it. If you get over a certain threshold, if you get over a 15 on the DC, it lowers the difficulty because the difficulty starts at a DC 20 with like any kind of like crafting check. If you're not proficient with any tools, it'll just be a disadvantage.
I have. Are we doing this still in round order?
Yeah. Unless you could also
Yeah.
attack Gwyn, damaging. Gwyn
As tempted as I am by that,
I'm proficient
I-
with smith's tools.
I'm proficient in tinker tools.
Okay, yeah, Tinker Tools will work.
Yeah.
It's not a
So
super
I will-
complex creation. You're just doing it very quickly. So if
Yeah.
you do a Tinker Tools check, so it'll be dexterity plus your proficiency, which would be kind of like set you up for the most success.
Dexterity plus my proficiency. Oh. Great. Little +8. Let's do it.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no, that's my dex saving throw. Sorry, that's +6. All right.
Yeah. Lock it. Kachi.
And I will like run over and I'll grab it from you, or I'll take it, or we'll catch it, whatever. And I'll try. That was so good, and then it was not. That's only a 14.
14, you use your action to attempt this, but you just can't quite get it nestled in place in a way that seems secure. Unsuccessful on this attempt, unfortunately.
Fundamentally don't understand jewelry.
Is there anything I can do? I did not make an attack, so I can't make an unarmed strike. I'm just gonna be like,
Hey, Bass, you want to try and buy us a little bit of time?
I will see what I can do.
Happy memories. Happy memories.
Happy to, of course. Thumbs up, happy memories. I'll stick Bastion's card back in initiative. Because that is back around, or that is back to technically Violette, but I think I've had her been going on Gwyn's turn for now because she's inside of you. So it'll bring it to Kachi.
Okay. I'll fly to Trig then. And try the same thing.
Yeah, frantic tinker check.
Yeah. So could I use my sleight of hands?
Yeah,
Check first.
because you're proficient. What tools are you proficient with?
You said you were tinker. I'm proficient in smiths.
Smith's tools. I would, because of the way that you are like a crafter and like it's like much more of a delicate art and like almost like an elven fashion. I would let it be almost like a dexterity-based smith's check, which would basically be the same as your sleight of hand because you're proficient with it.
I get like an extra 2 for because I'm proficient. I get an extra 2 for my sleight of hand, so it's like the difference of like a 4 and a 6. So
Yeah.
I'll just do the dex based.
Yeah.
Wow. It was a hot 7.
Oh, no.
7. 7 plus 6, 13. Not enough to get that threshold.
No, like the full roll was a 7.
Oh my.
Like I used the 4 with dex plus proficiency. And I had a 3 on the dice.
Oh, because you have you have expertise in sleight of hand. I see.
Yes.
I was assuming it was just normal proficiency.
Got it.
That brings us to Bastion. Bastion kind of looks up at Violette.
This isn't like you, this sort of thing. You help people, Violette. You've cured people. That's how we met. You saved Violet's life.
And Bastion is going to do a check against the DC to calm Violette. Natural 10 is going to be enough to assuage Violette on this turn. Actually, I'm going to double check what he has to it. Because if it's good enough, I'll give you a chance to get rid of her. It only becomes a 13, so it's not quite enough to like expunge it or dispel her, but enough that basically she like freezes in this moment. Gwyn inside, you like recall this moment once again. This time kind of like, because Trig saw it the first time and it was focusing on kind of like the horrors of this like surgery. But in this moment you see kind of Violette in her element. Like, okay, there's a problem, gotta fix it. This girl is bleeding out, let's get her arm tied off. It's pretty throttled, there's no saving it. We'll worry about that later. I told her she's snarling. That's fine. I mean, she's snarling, but she's really cute. But we'll fix this. We'll get this set up, and then we can all explain it to her later. Maybe over like drinks. Nope. Don't get distracted. Kind of focus it. Like you're like back in this moment as Violette is replaying this weirdest meet cute possible.
Good.
Triggs, it's back to you. Kachi is like, Kachi's trying again, and you're kind of like bouncing back and forth.
I think you're muted.
I am. Hey, can I get you to hold this steady for me?
Yeah, I could try.
So I will save my turn till
Oh.
his turn if I can to just get that and just get a little help action to it. With that, just because I have the higher check. Does that work, Alan?
Yeah, like delay your
Yeah.
initiative until
Yeah.
Alan's turn. And the way it's set up now, because Violette is moving on Gwyn's turn, and Bastion is after Kachi, you guys kind of have almost the same initiative.
Great.
In effect. So yeah, Kachi health actions.
Hold it steady. Or honestly, I would almost probably even hold the steady for you, and I'd be like, "It's just like a sword. Just hit it there." And I'll just do a little advantage here. Woo! We're at a 21.
Hey.
Triggs, Kachi working together. Bastion, I'd say he has kind of like almost stepped between the two of you and Violette on the stairs with Gwyn. Like a human shielding, if you will, even though he is a ghost, so anything would just kind of go through him. As you guys kind of pass back and forth, like working together, like Kachi providing kind of like the structure of this locket, like from a smith's perspective. Triggs using your kind of delicate, more tinkery tools to kind of get this stone nestled in here. And as it kind of gets lined up, you feel they're almost like attracted to each other once again, as this locket kind of snaps into place. And as this kind of like locket begins to glow, boom, hums kind of through the air, Bastion just kind of like smiles and looks up at you, Gwyn. And you can feel like Violette's embrace kind of relax a bit. And you see like the locket over Bastion's shoulder. You feel like a warm sensation kind of coming from it. And in this moment, you can like see what this meant to Violette. You see this locket once had a different symbol emblazoned into it. A kind of complex, you get the sense that it is a holy symbol, not one that you probably recognize. But it was a holy symbol of sorts. Violette was at one point a cleric dedicated to something. As you feel it in this moment, they were a Twilight cleric, and she kind of separated herself from that after coming to Cursed Cove. There was a sense that clerics have this duty to something bigger than themselves. As far as like you know, in this world, there aren't many clerics. They're very rare. And Violette was one. And when she washed up here, she stepped away from it to focus on herself for perhaps the first time. Still using those healing abilities, but using them in service of forming a family, a household, a happy life, and partnership. And as she is kind of like stepping out this journey of having nothing, being isolated and having expectations, and then relaxing into something comfortable. The details of the foil to your life of coming from something warm and loving and ending up feeling isolated are not lost on Gwyn, as Violette's spirit is brought to peace, as the Twilight locket is now in the hands of the party. Bastion is the only figure who remains here, and he is more than calm as the party is out of initiative in the House of Violence. The House of Violets is once again calmed and sated. And that's where we'll end it tonight with Shattered Ships, a successful mission of our newest Cursebreakers.
It's like
Trust
What?
all.